Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin did push a bit higher. I have changed the count a little bit in that I'm seeing this only as an extension of the green third wave still. As I said before, these can extend out further. This wave 4 for me was just too shallow to be the green fourth wave. It has to do with what I've seen many times in the past, that lower level fourth waves can be really shallow if they are within a third wave. This was unusually shallow, and therefore I'm currently looking at this as an extension of the third wave. I've changed the wave count to reflect that. That has an impact on the targets up here, and it means that we are most likely going to see a stronger wave 4 finally next. Bear in mind, and I'm surprised I always have to say that, but nobody knows the future. Yeah, some people think I know the future, or I try to predict the future. No, what I can tell you is only what I see in the charts, and if a retracement is shallower, do I say shallower? I think so. Than usual, then I have to point that out, and therefore I did expect it to come down lower. Anybody who missed an entry point here, and I missed it by $1 as well, which is ridiculous, but and is disappointed because they thought prices will go lower. It hit the target, yeah. It hit the support area. I can only tell you, if you want to know how to trade this, I mean, I talk about it regularly in the videos. I talk about it in live streams, member live streams. Had you had a limit order here, then you would have caught that trade, yeah. Even if I tell you this is only a B wave to the upside, if you didn't enter here, that's your fault, very clearly. I mean, nobody knows the future, and you need to scale into these support areas if you want to trade this. And even if the likelihood was that this was a B wave to the upside, why did you not scale in here? Yeah. Why didn't you not scale in here? Because if it goes up and comes down again, you can always move up your stop loss. I mean, I always, I try to reply to these comments sometimes and tell you, obviously technical analysis gives you the view of the market, tells you the key support areas, the key resistance areas, tells you where to ideally scale in. And I made a mistake here myself. I set it $1 too high, but that was actually the Ethereum chart, so I can only blame myself, and nothing's perfect anyway. These markets are uncertain, but I can only tell you, if there is a setup and you don't execute on it, there's nobody to blame other than yourself. It's unfortunately the case. This setup worked out, even though I would have liked to see the price come lower, yeah. But I mentioned in many videos the wave 4 could be in already, and there we go. Yeah, we go higher. And overall, the view is we go higher as long as we're holding this larger support area. Unfortunately, it is quite large, but that purely has to do with the situation that the crypto market is volatile. And therefore, you have to have larger support and retracement areas to reflect that. And anybody who can't handle that, maybe the crypto market isn't for you. I'm sorry, but it is the case. Yeah, always start with yourself and your own trading skills, because technical analysis is not trading. Yeah, I'd sometimes compare it with when you learn. You don't just drive a car, you learn to drive a car. Same way you need to learn to trade. It's more than just buying and selling. For many people, DCA is the best option, because if you really want to learn to trade, it takes you weeks and weeks and maybe months. It is a skill. It's a skill like any job that you need to learn, because trading is a job. Yeah, it's not a hobby. Can be a hobby, but you need to treat it as a job, as a business. So you don't just go into a company and start an accounting job without knowing how to do it. So it's the same with trading. You need to know where to set your stop loss. You need to know how to read the charts. Yeah, I mean, in the end, I don't give you advice. I only share with you where I believe prices are turning around. Yeah, and sometimes you have more uncertainty, sometimes you have less uncertainty. And I always share it with the channel members as well. People need to develop a right mindset for trading. If you get emotional about any move, then you have a problem, because then you are going to burn your account, because you will make emotional decisions. And if a trade is gone and you didn't enter it, so what? Yeah, so what? At least you didn't lose any money, and you can always look for the next setup. There are hundreds of setups every day in all sorts of instruments, and you know, I always try to help people understand as well, because a lot of people who are watching this have no experience in the market. So I sometimes need to bring these things up. And also, very importantly, nobody tries to predict the future here, because nobody knows the future. Nobody has a crystal ball, but all you can trade is what's in front of you. This was a trade setup. Anybody who didn't take it, yeah, please only learn from it. Learn from it for the next setup, okay? In the end, if you hit the trigger or not is entirely up to you. And now we are moving up probably in this fifth wave here to the upside, the fifth wave of a third. That has a slight implication now on the target area up here. I'm still of the view, you know, this could still be an overshooting B wave. I know it's annoying, but it could be, because we only have 3 waves up at the moment, but we probably put in this fifth wave. It could be an overshooting B wave. I'm not telling you it is. This is currently only having 3 waves, so, but I think we're currently consolidating and might put that fifth wave of the fifth in. So I've got here a wave 1, a wave 2. Possibly he even has a diagonal, the wave 1, yeah. Wave 1, 2, 3. We might really be putting in this fourth wave at the moment, and then get a fifth wave of a fifth. And that will be the next decision point, because then we might finally get our green fourth wave. And if I'm looking at, you know, what level do we need to hold now? If we measure, we certainly need to hold now 21,850. Against that level, we can focus on higher. If we drop below that level, then you will probably start to lose all these supports as well. You're dropping back into the channel, and you are losing the 50% retracement, which is so important for a fourth wave. So just to show you here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's certainly here the option. But what kind of implications does it have on the targets up here? Well, I have to measure this differently now, of course. Did I delete something just now? Yeah, I did. Do that. So here, taking the length of the third, going down to the fourth, so it reduces the target down a bit. Yeah, and that's also why I wanted to make another video, because while I informed the channel members, I also want to update everybody. New target would be first target 61.8 extension at 23.2k, all the way up to 25k here, the 1-to-1 ratio. That feels more realistic now. Let's see where we get to, but this doesn't make the impression it's over yet, especially not as long as we're holding that 50% retracement. After that, we should get a fourth. So again, just to say, a subdivision 4 can be very shallow. The real 4 here, yeah, is normally quite deep and more stretched out. Maybe we get it on Saturday, Sunday. Let's see. But I wasn't happy with this wave 4, and that's why I'm currently viewing the move to the upside as another extension of the third. Okay, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.